ahora sí.
All right. Hello, everyone. And well, this conference is finally coming to an end, and I'm very sad because I'm not going to see you uh, after today for some time. And but the good news is that probably most of us will be in Canary Islands. No. And some of us will be in in uh, in Croatia in a year's time. In, in a year's time, yeah, around this time. Can we have the presentation, please? Por favor. And so the conference online continues, and it would continue. Thank you. And it would continue uh, until for 9 days longer. So take this into consideration because there is the time for you to reply as authors to the questions and that everyone may raise to you. So please be aware of that. We want to thank, Cartagena on behalf of you, and we thank you for being here with us again. Um, I appreciate it very much. This is the most international conference I attended in Colombia. Uh, Even though it's not, it's just over 100 people, I organized few conferences in here energy and system dynamics, but not as international as this one. And that is important for you to have the opportunity to be here and for us to appreciate your knowledge and your talks and what we learned from you. So what is more important is there are many coincidences and agreements in terms of the way forward. And Natasha showed it to us, and I think that no one disagrees on the enthusiasm to go ahead and to continue working hard to make it this happening and to get more people to understand and to believe and this about this, and this would be a better word instead of the denier's position that would make it more complicated for everyone, more unjust for everyone. So an applause to Cartagena and to all of you that are with us right now. And this conference was possible because we had the support of organizers, University of Zagreb. And I want to have a special mention to Nevin. He worked very hard for this to happen and for us to be in place all the time because we are a bit Carthaginians in a way, disorganized. And you see in Colombia, here we have people from the coast, don't work very hard and a bit, they like happiness and they dance and but the rest of us work a bit more. And but this is Colombia. Colombia is a happy country in a way, though we have many problems. So thanks to Nevin for being here, for making this happening. Otherwise, this wouldn't happen. And we're happy that it did. And what we're sorry is that not more Colombians came to listen to what we had to say, all of us, and have a big voice in terms of what the future ahead. And also to Instituto Superior Técnico of Lisbon, Portugal, to our university that we had the the understanding of the directives, the rector, the vice rector, and so on, so we could collaborate for this to happen, and to SDEWES and the organizing the executive committee, uh, the international executive committee, and the international of scientific committee. And I'm not going to say the names of all of you, but perhaps you stand up and we give them an applause one by one in the order from left to right. Who is first? Huh? Yeah, International Scientific Committee. So, all right. How many? Four, five? All right. So thank you, and thank you for everyone else that hasn't been who are not attending to the conference. And now to the local organizing committee, and we have here, the two of us, and we have a special. Yeah, you stand up, please. Thank you very much, because it was hard work since Saturday and before Saturday as well. And it happened, and it happened very well. It went very smoothly overall, except that you have to go to the old city. I mean, you mustn't miss it, and you have to make an effort to go and to see it. It's beautiful, and you enjoy it. And then they have the scientific board. These people were the people who went through the papers, and you are here thanks to them as well. And so thank you to the Scientific Advisory Board for all the help. And it was lots of work. Some of you had to review many articles, and that's work to do, and we appreciate it. And that's part of the organization of a conference, that everyone collaborates with this. And here it's the participants. We had 108 papers presented in orally, and 19 regular and one special session, plus 3 plenary sessions. And we have 31 countries, but I want to mention this. Individually, Croatia was first, 22 participants. Second, Colombia was 21 participants. Third, Brazil, 12. Fourth, Poland was 9. Italy with 8. Belgium with 5. Bolivia with 5. But if you do the mathematics a bit different, it turns out to be some slightly different, and we can beat Croatia if we get together Colombia and Poland. So if you add Colombia and Poland, you get 31, and Croatia 22. So sorry, Nevin. All right, so we had 135 papers, and that's a good number of papers. I attended to many of the sessions, almost all, that I could attend, and the papers I went to listen to were extremely nice and interesting, and I learned lots from it. And so only one oral presentation not carried out on site. Well, that's very good standard. And one panel that I hope you enjoyed as well. So overall, I'm very, very, very happy with this. And perhaps the next conference, if it happens in Mexico as initially thought of, we hope to have double, and perhaps bring more Americans into this community. And already, I think we are part of a community, that is bringing, is growing, and so perhaps that's what we want to move ahead with. Latin America to be stronger and in this sustainability approach and understand it better and to see individuals' cases and how all together can make it happen, to make it more sustainable and to make it more agreeable, and all of us can help for this to happen. So now, Nevin, please, and thank you very much, and an applause for Nevin again.
Thank you, Isaac. And now coming closer to the end, a very important part of the SDEWES conference. It's post-conference publishing. How we do that? We are a very special conference from that point of view. We have usually like 20-25 special issues every year in many different journals. These are our partner journals, as we call them. They are changing in time because, well, things change in time. We are trying to get new ones. The old ones drop out. So we still don't know which journals are we going to have. This year, I only up to now negotiated energy, but I usually do that much later. Why? Because we are organizing 4 conferences during this year, and special issues are usually open only like 2 or 3 months. So in order to allow all the authors, we are only going to open open special issues after September conference. So you have plenty of time to improve your papers and make them really good in order to get published in journals. We have published up to now 3,550 papers. That's quite a lot. And most of papers actually get a chance, archival papers get a chance to get published. We also invite quite a few conference papers so that they also could get chance, but we don't invite conference papers because they were not reviewed to the top journals, only to some smaller journals, because the top journals are usually oversubscribed. Also, our journal, SDEWES, we decided to open it after the conference, a special issue there. So I will keep a special issue open a whole year because I'm editor-in-chief, so I can do that. And in case you're in hurry, and in case that Q3 2.3 impact factor is okay for you, and this journal covers scope of the conference, so scope is not an issue, but it has to be good quality paper. Yeah. Just drop me a mail and ask me to invite you, and then I will invite your paper immediately to the journal. Well, maybe not immediately, because we still have online conference going on, and we will not invite anyone before the online conference ends, because you still have to answer the questions. We also have new journals, Journal of Sustainable Development Indicators. This one is still not in Scopus, but we will invite it into Scopus. We will try to get it into Scopus this year. So it will, all the papers published will be in Scopus. I'm quite sure, because we do everything what Scopus wants us to do. And this is a little bit different scope, a narrow scope, but some of the papers might be good for that. And then we have Journal of Sustainable Development of Natural Resources Management, same as JSDI. It's a one-year journal, so it will be only entering process of getting into Scopus this year, but all the papers will be backward anyway, indexed in Scopus. And then we have a completely new journal that is only starting from March 26, Journal of Sustainable Development of Smart Energy Networks. So for all these 4 journals, special issue will be open a full year. So if you're in a hurry with publishing, drop me a line. But the main process, how does it go? So in when the main conference ends in September, we send an email to all authors of archival papers to rank journals. So you can rank them from 1 to 25 if we have 25 special issues. But you have to do some game theory if you want to win. Because the journals which are top journals, Q1, closed access journals, they're usually 2 to 3 times oversubscribed. So that means we have a quota for each special issue. I can invite, let's say, 30 papers in energy. And I get 100 candidates. So I just choose 30 papers which are the best. From the point of view of me as, I don't know, guest editor or overseeing guest editor as I am in energy. And the rest of the papers will not be invited to energy, but then they may be invited to rank 2. But if you put as rank 2 Renewable Sustainable Energy Reviews, which is even better journal than energy, that one is oversubscribed also. So there will be no invitations in rank 2 journals at to Q1 closed access journals. But if you can get a fee discount or a fee waiver because of institutional subscriptions or because you are from a country that is not so rich, then you might consider also open access Q1 journals. We have those. They're very expensive, but some people don't pay anything. So it might be also a good solution. And then, of course, there are less ranked journals, so that they may be fine for you, maybe not, I don't know. Just rank it according to the game theory. What do you think you have a chance? But please don't rank one a paper that will be out of scope of that journal. It will not be selected. You know, if a paper is not really in the scope of the journal, it will not be selected. It will not be invited. So you have to be clever in a way that you rank it according to the chance that it will be selected and then reviewed and then actually published. Because, you know, we don't do miracles. We don't publish papers which are out of scope. So then if you get selected, once a journal special issue is open, you get an invitation letter. And then you have to accept or decline. If we need you to do it quickly, because if you don't, then we lose this slot. And this often happens. Authors wait for a whole month and they don't decide. After 1 month, we just remove the invitation and remove your paper completely from the further publishing process because you killed the slot, which is very valuable. So please decide quickly. Okay, you don't want to publish because something changed, you already published the paper, or author has left their institution, or I don't know, is sick, cannot deliver, etc. There are many reasons why you can decline. It's okay to decline, but please do it quickly so we can invite other papers. And then when you get this invitation letter, please read it. 30% of authors don't read the letter, and they come with questions which have already been answered in the letter. 30%. And then they get rejected because they didn't read the invitation letter and what says inside. And that's such a pity. You know, you put a lot of effort and then you just get rejected because you didn't read the invitation letter. Also read the guidelines. We can't say everything openly. You know, when a journal asks for extended review component, that means you have to have at least 50 references in introduction. Because it's a review journal. It publishes review papers. But we can't say this 50 in an email. Because that cannot be said. But it is something that you have to understand, that review component means a really review component. And don't really send papers which have less than 20 references, because that's not serious. And especially if you put 1 to 10 and then 11 to 20, this is not a literature review. You didn't do the research, the analysis of research gap. This gets rejected because, come on, this is not serious. So, once you get the invitation, rewrite the introduction for that journal and restructure your paper for that journal. You have 1 month to do it. So it should not be a big problem because you already have results, you already have methods, so you don't have to rerun everything. You just have to rewrite the introduction so it fits the particular journal where you do it. Now, we get some paper rejected in pre-screening, although they are invited, because authors didn't read the invitation letter and guidelines. That's a pity. We lose slots, you lose time, and everything is done incorrectly. Also, please do not ask for extensions because we have very limited time for the special issue. And you have, how many? 8 months to improve the paper if you wait for the main special issues. So there is time to work on it now. If you need to do some changes in methodology, results, maybe you have to rerun everything because you got good comments at this conference. But once you get the invitation, just quickly deliver the paper. If it's something very special, we can give 1 or 2 weeks extension, but then authors who don't read, who were not here at the closing, they ask me, can they get 3 months extension? I say, what? No. Yeah. So, okay, is there any question? I'm moving forward instead backwards. Is there any question about publishing which you cannot ask by email or any other way? Okay, no. Let's go to conference proceedings. So conference proceedings of SDEWES are not really published conference proceedings. This is a work in progress. You have it on your USB. Final version, after everything is finished, online conference is finished, and all the papers of the authors who did not answer the questions will be removed from the final proceedings. And that final proceedings you can download online from your account. But this is not in a way published material. Why don't we consider that published? Because we want to publish those papers in journals, which is much more valuable than conference proceedings. Of course, you can cite it, because you can cite everything, even a journal paper. A newspaper. It's okay. But we don't consider it published. And also, if you need to put into repository your paper that you have in proceedings, be careful, because if you say that this was published at the conference proceedings, then it will not be publishable in journal. That's a lost material. because Authenticate will find it, and it will find it you saying this was published at the conference. And as I say here, we don't publish papers. This is just material for you to be able to see each other work. This is very important because people now put everything immediately to repositories, and then they say, well, it leaked somehow. Yeah, they leaked it. What you can do, you can publish preprint of a journal paper you're going to submit in the repository. That's allowed, but don't mention the conference. Because if you mention the conference, then it will be considered published at the conference. Copyright stays with you, so you can do whatever you want with your paper. But of course, most of people want to try to publish with us. But we don't retain the copyright. Okay, that was about publishing. And now a little bit more about future. Where are we going to go? So, the next one, the next SDEWES will be in 2 months in Shenzhen, China. And then after that, in June, we go to Burgas, Bulgaria. And then in end of August, we go to Gran Canaria, which Isaac already mentioned, Spain. This is going to be the main conference. And after it ends, then we start the publishing process. And what about the future years? Well, we have some possible candidates. The second African SDEWES could be in 27 in Tanzania, maybe in May. 22nd SDEWES conference, main conference will be in Dubrovnik, probably, maybe, who knows, October. And then 6th Latin American conference could be in Mexico. We are not sure yet, but we have a very good candidate for chair here. It will not be in January because it's very cold in Monterrey in January, so probably maybe May or something like that. We will see. And then 4th Asia Pacific SDEWES conference, maybe in Philippines. So we will push it probably a little bit earlier, but we have to see when there are no typhoons there, because when there are typhoons, it's very wet. And then 7th Southeast European SDEWES will be maybe in Brasov, in Romania, sometimes in July. And then we are hoping to have 23rd SDEWES conference in Greece. So plenty of conferences to plan and to visit. What we like in SDEWES is to go around the world. So if you have any idea where we could organize future conferences, we are open for ideas. I come, I visit, I see the potential. Maybe I don't see the potential, but I could give a lecture at least at your university, and then we decide what could work for us and for the participants. So see you at one of future SDEWES conferences. If, of course, you like this one, and I suppose you did because you're here. I'm very sorry about the tour. Chivas tour was a disaster, but come on, we are in Colombia. We have to forgive to Cartagena. They are very happy people, and they have not really very good idea about timing. And it was either to lose dinner or to lose the historic city part of the tour. So I said, I think people will probably prefer the dinner. This is nice group photo, and with this, I would like to pass the word to Isaac to close the conference.
All right. Again, this is the end of it. So we wish you safe trip back home. All of you are going to different places around the world, and hope this would be enjoyable as well. You know, it's part of the conference to come in and to go back and to start remembering what happened and what your friends and who do you want to collaborate with. So, no more words, but goodbye and see you soon somewhere in all one of those places that have been shown, and there are plenty of opportunities to meet it again. So thank you very much, and thank you, Cartagena, and thank you for coming here.
Finished, so you're free to go to Sikh Historic Center. I just need the local organizing committee to come